Hi strangers, hi friends, my name's Shanae, the Sock Princess, and this is my YouTube channel where I share all about my knitting adventures. Today is Saturday, November 22nd. It's about 11:30 in the morning, and yeah, you can find me on Instagram as the Sock Princess and on Ravelry as the Sock Princess. So let's get started with this episode. Finished objects. So my first finished object is the twist shawl by Ambah O'Brien. It was a test knit that I did. I used some Sewrella minis and various red and green colors. I used 12 colors. The pattern also comes with a 24 mini skein option, so you can use up your advents. It was a very fun knit. Garter stitch with some I-cord edging and bind offs. I used a 3.5 millimeter needle as what was called for by the pattern, but my gauge was slightly off. It was a little bit shorter, a little bit more shallow than the pattern recommend. But the width was alright. I think it was a little bit bigger with the width. I don't know how that happened. I mean, I didn't do a gauge swatch because I was like, it's a shawl and I don't think I need to do gauge swatch for a shawl, and it was garter stitch. I was like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I really like it. I think if I was to do it again, I would do the 24 stripe version just to have a bigger shawl, because the one I have is like a shawlette, and I did wear it to work one day when it was a little bit chilly, and it worked fine because I just had it up around my neck, and my neck was nice and warm and not being impacted by the cold, which is gone away actually, because right now it is the weather. It's 81 degrees right now, when a couple of weeks ago we were like in the 60s, 50s, you know. That's Florida for you. So yeah, that's my first finished object. And I'll just insert some pictures here. I mean, there was a picture on the thumbnail you saw when I laid it out. I may have a picture of it when it was blocked. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-block that because my little cousin walked over it while it was blocking, and I don't know why. Because I don't have a lot of room in my bedroom to block things, and there's really nowhere else in the house to block it, so I did it in the living room. And I made like concessions so like you wouldn't be able to like walk on it or you can see it. But the 2-year-old didn't care. He decided just to walk all over it on the blocking mats. And he never goes that way. So I was just like, why would you do that? I was really upset. But he's 2, so I'll just reblock it. It'll be fine. My next finished object is a pair of socks that I knit. I'm putting them on the blockers right now. So here's my recent pair of socks that I finished. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love them. So I knit these on DPNs and 9-inch circulars. I knit the first sock, which was which sock is the first sock? I don't know which one the first sock was. I knit one sock on DPNs, like completely on DPNs from, well, not completely. I didn't do the cup. I knit the little leg, the heel, all to here on DPNs. I think this one was the first sock. I'm pretty sure it's this one. And my gauge was 8.5 stitches per inch, which is pretty okay. I really want to get to that 9 stitches per inch, but I don't know. And yeah, I knit this whole one on DPNs. And then I started to knit this one on DPNs after I got to the leg part. But I needed the DPNs for one of my test knit. Yeah, I needed it for testing, so I took it off and put them on 9-inch circulars. The DPNs were 2.25 millimeter. The 9-inch circulars were a 2 millimeter. And I knit the rest of the sock on the 2 millimeter. And my gauge was somewhere in between 8.5 and 9 stitches. It wasn't quite 9 stitches, and it wasn't quite 8.5. So I'm thinking it was like 8.75, something like that. And that felt nice as well. And I cast it on 60 stitches, I believe, for it. I think, and what I learned from this process, I've knit a few socks on DPNs, and I don't like it. It's a little bit slower than doing the 9-inch circulars. And I know knitting isn't all about speed, it's about enjoying it, but I wasn't finding it enjoyable because I think it was slowing me down, and it was discouraging me from picking up the socks. I was like, oh, I don't want to knit those are DPNs. Like, oh, I don't want to do it. So once I switched to the 9-inch circulars, it went much quicker, and I was like, oh, this is so much more enjoyable. So I think I didn't find knitting with DPNs fiddly or anything. It was a little cumbersome. And I switched between doing like 4 or 3, and it really didn't matter. I didn't like it. So no more DPNs for me, for socks in particular. Like, I have a hat that I started on DPNs, and that was fine, but I switched to, once I had enough stitches, I switched to the circular needles. Wow. I switched to the circular needles. The yarn. This is Opal Rainforest, and I think the color is 11601. I think. I don't know. It's on my Ravelry project page. Everything's on my Ravelry project page. I put a lot of notes in my project, so if you're interested, check it out. We're moving on to whips now, but the first whip I want to talk about is the whip I've been working on the most this past week. But I am in the middle of a row, so I'm just going to knit until I get to the end of the row. So this is like an impromptu knit and chat. But yeah, we'll talk about the project a little bit. So I'm knitting this project as a part of Emily of the Cozy Crow. She has she has a channel here on YouTube. And she's hosting a blanket mal, so you can crochet or knit a blanket. And she has a Discord channel as well. She did a live the other night, Thursday night actually, on YouTube. That's pretty fun. So yeah, the mal is over on the 30th, which is 8 days from now, and I have made it my mission to finish this blanket by the 30th. One, because I'm using a mini skein set and 50-gram set that I received from no, I got it. Received makes it sound like it was a gift, but it wasn't a gift. That I bought from Red Door Fibre Studios, and it was the Ghibli pre-order. So it came with 50 variegated, 50-gram variegated skeins and 20-gram tonal skeins, and they're all based off of a Ghibli movie. There's 7 there's 7 50-gram skeins and 7 20-gram skeins. The pattern I'm following is the Vignette by Helen Stewart. I'm doing the throw version. It comes in a wrap version and a throw version. The wrap version is knit in rectangular shape, and the throw version is knit from corner to corner. It's a really fun pattern, very well written. It's like feather and fan and then some garter in between. You guys know I love garter stitch when working flat, not in the round. I don't like garter stitching around because you have to purl. I like it flat because you don't have to purl. And I'm not adverse to purling, like I'll do it, but I don't want to just purl every other row with like 300 stitches on the needles. Like that's not fun at all. At all. We have a special guest, my nephew. I don't think he wants to show his face.
I don't have no cut.
Yeah, yeah. No, he doesn't have a haircut.
I have a haircut, maybe.
And he like just got out of bed. Yeah, I've gotten to the end of the row and I'm gonna try and hold it up. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. Oh my goodness, I'm doing a great job with this. All right. This is hard to hold up. All right. Oh no, because I'm scared of dropping stitches. I need to get my stitch stoppers, but you know. Okay, I started down here with the brown, and what I did was I tried to not fade the color ends, but just match them how they blend together. So the brown was a mini, this was a variegated. Then the yellow kind of goes with brown, and then there's yellow in this pink one, and the pink, and then this has pink in it too. Then I went to the blue, the green, and now the blue green is going to just green. And the next colors is this wow, teal color. It's not that bright because it's looking like neon right here, but this teal color, because there's a little bit of blue in the green, you can't, a little bit of blue in the green. Teal color goes with this skein. Hold it back here so you can actually see. There's little teal bits here, and it's like a white basically. Then after this, I have, oh, that's what my pencil was. I have this mini skein, which is like a ice gray, kind of blends with that white. And the final 50-gram skein is this one. It's like blue, green, white a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited. I only have 4 more colors left to join. Oh, and in between each color change, I've been doing 4 rows of the Tweety color that was a part of the collection. But yeah, it is so fun. It is very cozy and light since it's fingering weight. It's not as heavy as like a DK weight blanket would be, but I think it'll be perfect for nighttime because I just sleep with blankets. I don't really use a comforter or a throw, not a throw, like a comforter, because I feel like it's too much sometimes. So I just have like little blankets because they get hot a lot, but I don't want to be completely like exposed. I guess not exposed, but like it's cold at night and I like being cold, but I want to be covered as well, but not too much cover because then I'll get hot. So this would be nice to go over like my lower half, and I have another blanket that I'll put on my top half. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I decided to do a blanket with it because I thought about doing socks, but it's an 80-20 blend, and you guys know how I feel about 80-20 blends for socks. I don't think they're for socks. Because I guess because it's 2-ply. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's because it's 2-ply or what, but 80-20 socks do not hold up well for me. Like they start to get pills very quickly. way more quicker than like my 75-25 blend or even an 85-15, which you would think would peel more since there's less nylon in it, but those hold up better than the 80-20. It must be with the ply, because the 85-15 blends I have are 4-ply and these are 2-ply. But yeah, 2-ply definitely for things other than socks, maybe like a hat or, you know, blankets, shawls, accessories, but not socks. Not for your feet. Not for your feet, in my opinion. In my opinion. But yeah, I have been working on this like pretty much exclusively for the last couple of days because I really want to get done with it. And now that I'm on the decreases, is going a little bit faster. And I got into a point in the decreases. Excuse me. I got into the point in the decreases where it feels like it's going faster than it was. Like when I first started decreases, I was like, oh, this doesn't feel like it's going any faster, but now it is. And I only have 4 more colors to add in. This 20-gram skein, which is not going to take a lot. I could probably get this done in a day. A day, maybe 2 days of this. The 50-gram skeins take a little bit longer because it's like over twice the amount. But we'll see. Oh, I have progress keepers. So the last time I showed on the podcast, I was down here and I've done this much. Like, wow, that's a lot of progress. I guess I'll move it up. That one was just marking like everyday progress, but I stopped moving it up. Yeah, that's the Vignette. Am I saying that right? Vignette? I think so. I took notes. Oh, my next whip is a test knit that I'm doing for Kate or Katie? Katie. That I'm doing for Katie of Songbird Handmade. It is the light as a feather socks. And I completed the test. The test only required you to knit one pair of socks. The test only required you to knit one sock. And I did. I did the shortie version. And I finished that in 1, 2, 3 days. So let's bring it out. Okay. I'm gonna hold it. Wow, you really can't see it. Go put it closer. Alright, so this is a sock. You see it's shorty. And I was a little bit hesitant with the shorty one because I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be too short. But it's fine. It is absolutely fine. But yeah, here it is. Make sure you can see the detailing. It's a nice, like, it's like a nice waffly texture. It's pretty good. I wonder, do like this. It's so, like, you can see the colors better here, but you can't see the texture. That's fine. And look, it's so blown out. It's the sun. The sun. What if I moved over here? No. Move it closer. Oh, there you go. You can see it there better. So now, very nice. The yarn I used Oakwood knits. This is the June colorway from the Ghibli club, and it's based off the movie The Tale of Princess Kaguya, maybe. The Tale of Princess Kaguya. And this color is called The Little Princess, and it's just this nice variegated. And I was also hesitant about this yarn because most of the photos were in a solid tonal yarn, and I was like, I want to use this yarn. It's lightly variegated, and I think you'll still see the pattern, and you do. Now, I wouldn't do this on a dark colored, darkly variegated. What am I trying to say? Like, if this color was darker, I don't think you would see the pattern as well since it's variegated. But yeah, very, very nicely written pattern as well. There weren't any major issues in the pattern. But yeah, she has, oh, there's so many options in that pattern. It goes from like toddler to like adult male, and there's options for cuff down, toe up. You can do a shadow wrap heel, or you can do a traditional heel flap and gusset, and there's DK and fingering. So it's like a mega pattern, so you should check it out when it comes out to the public. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Next whip is going to be another another test knit. This test knit is for Hannah Walker Studios. It's called Icing on Top Socks. I finished one sock. I'll hold it up. That looks atrocious, bro. Like, that looks crazy. Hold it back here. Oh. It definitely needs to be blocked. But yeah, it's the Icing on Top Socks. And you can't really see the lace because this yarn is very, very speckled. The yarn is Ruby and Roses. Mistletoe Mixer is the main color, the speckly ones. And this colorway is called Glitzy. But yeah, you can't really see it. Like, when I got this skein, I was going through all of my sock sets to find, you know, something to knit this with, and I got this because it looked like it was going to be lightly speckled. Like, it was mostly white with a little bit of speckles here and there. I was like, oh, that'll be perfect. It was not perfect. Like, it's pretty yarn, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it shows off that lace pattern enough. Let's see. I think if I put it on my hand, that'll help. Like, I have it on my hand so you can kind of see them, so I guess it kind of worked out, but I don't know, man. But yeah, I did the heel flap and gusset. It called for like an eye of partridge heel flap. Yeah. For this test knit, you have to knit both socks, and it's due on December 6th. I'm putting literally everything else on hold until I finish this blanket, and I can knock out this sock probably in like 3 days, honestly. But yeah, there's this little bit color work portion here, so it looks like icing. I think it will look better. I think it would have looked better if this was the main color and this was a contrast color, just so you can see the lace pattern a little bit more. I think I will knit this pattern again just so you can see it more. And after I turn in my, like, after I finish knitting the test knit pair and turn in my suggestions, I will knit a second pair, not with the heel flap and gusset, though I didn't mind it. It's eye of partridge. Did I say that already? I don't know. It's an eye of partridge heel flap. I didn't mind it, but I definitely was like, oh my gosh, I want to do a shadow wrap heel. It'd be so much easier. So for the next time I do it, I will do a shadow wrap heel, and in a more tonal section, more tonal selection. And honestly, I guess it really depended on which side I knit, because this side is not that speckled as this side. You see? You live and you learn. My next whip is another half finished object. These are my Death Becomes Her socks. Blown out again, that looks crazy, but there you are. So you can see it's nice reds, purples, a little bit of blacks, and like whites thrown in there. Yeah. I knit these on 9-inch circulars using a US 1 2.25 millimeter needles, and I cast it on 52 stitches to account for my gauge. And these are very nice. They fit very well. Like a hair too big. Just I want a little bit more negative ease. I really should have cast it on 49, but I was like, that's too little. So I did 52. I think I will go down to 50 stitches for like another pair of socks like this. But yeah, they're very nice. Very, very nice. I didn't use a pattern. I just did my usual sock recipe for shorties. Okay, so I did 2x2 ribbing for 1 inch, 2-inch for the leg, and then shadow wrap heel. Did my foot, and then I did a rounded toe. That looks crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, really loved it. Oh, last time we talked, I was here when I showed these socks. I haven't started the second one yet because, again, I'm trying to bust out that blanket. Yeah, really like them. Oh, the yarn. Haha. The yarn is KittyBeaKnitting on the Manatee base, which is a 90-10 blend. 90% superwash, extra fine superwash merino, 10% nylon, and it feels so nice. Feels like cashmere, but I know it's not, but it feels like it. My next whip is going to transition us into my acquisitions. So this is my next whip. That looks fine in the sun. Well, it's a hat. Sorry, I'll just hold it like this. This is the Northern Attitude beanie by Claire Jackson. Claire Jackson of Perfectly Knotted. And yeah, I'm knitting this using Falkland worsted yarn. And it's on the colorway is called Eggplant. It's a nice purple. It's a little, like, it looks more like this. I like purple. So yeah, I'm knitting this hat for the fair. We go to the fair every year. Our county fair is in January, and it's always cold, like always cold, especially during nighttime. So I'm making a hat for me and my nephew and his girlfriend. We're gonna have matching hats. Semi-matching hats. I want a purple hat. And they're gonna have blue hats. So yeah, let's transition to acquisition. So the yarn that he picked out was this blue. You can see it, Falkland worsted, Queensland collection. It's 100% wool, and yeah, this is the color that looks like. It's more of like a navy-ish color, not navy, but not royal blue either. The colorway is called Pacific. So I have 2 skeins of this. 1 hat for him, 1 hat for his girlfriend. I'm gonna have leftovers, so I'll just make another hat with combining 2 colors because they look okay together. Like, actually, maybe not. I don't know, like stripes or something. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, it feels nice and it knits up wonderfully. It has a really nice stitch definition. If you can see. Oh, like it has, yeah, My stitches look nice and even. So yeah, I'm using my hat as like a test to see like any improvements I need to make before I make their hat. And I already know if one improvement, it calls for like a pinhole cast on, but I decided to just cast on a number of stitches and just go like that, like I did for like a muscle burrow. But I think I will do the pinhole cast on because when I tried to sew this in together, it messed up the pattern. Not the pattern, but you see how there's the 4 increase sections. When I sewed it messed it up a bit, and it doesn't really matter because it's on the top of your head. Nobody's gonna see that, but it mattered to me. Okay, so I'll troubleshoot doing the pinhole cast on or circular cast on or whatever, just to see if it makes a difference. My next acquisition comes from a trunk show that was hosted by my local yarn shop, hashtag yarn corner. She had a trunk show for for ZZ Textiles, and for ZZ Tech. Oh my gosh, I'm already at 46 minutes. Oh my goodness. Gotta speed this up. She had a trunk show for ZZ Textiles. You see? And I got 2 skeins of this. This is the Heirloom DK. It's 40% 40% Shetland wool, 40% BFL, Blue Face Leicester, and 20% alpaca. It's a 3-ply yarn. There's 251 yards, and the colorway is called Bare Stems. And this is more what it looks like, a nice like dusty gray kind of, and it feels so nice and warm. I'm going to knit the new pattern by Tori Yu, Cityscape, the Cityscape cowl and the Cityscape cowl and the Cityscape mitts. It's just this beautiful cabled pattern, and I think this will be perfect for it. It'll be nice and warm. It'll keep my hands warm, especially if I'm touching cold things in the grocery store. I don't like when I go get frozen things. I hate touching the frozen stuff. Like, it's a sensory nightmare for me. So having these mitts on would make it a little bit more manageable. I did receive my advent from Oakwood Knits. It's the Stardew Valley Advent Countdown to the Winter Star. And of course I opened it, all of it, every single mini skein and the 100-gram skein, and it looks amazing. I've already started knitting with it. I'm making a shawl, just a garter stitch shawl. I'm not following a pattern really, just doing increases and doing a slip stitched edge. And I'm so like, I love the advent so much. It was perfectly designed, inspiration was great, and the colorways for the inspiration match perfectly, honestly. So yeah, I cannot wait to show you guys that at the end of the year, not end of the year, but end of Christmas, like after Christmas, I'll show it. So you won't get spoiled in case you got the... And my final acquisitions are a bunch of bags. So I follow Erin Lane bags on Instagram. I haven't really bought from them yet, but I did on Halloween. They had a mystery bag sale, $15, and it got you a bag. So I ordered 2. I did 2. So I paid $30, and I'll show you what I got. I got this big bag. It's 2-sided, and it can fit a lot. This is what I'm carrying my blanket in. It's nice and big. It's drawstring. Boop. I got this. Pretty. It came with a like a yarn sock, cake holder, theme. So I'm using it. See, Caroline bags, little bird feathers. And I got, wait, this bag. What's in there? Oh, it's an acquisition too. I got this bag. It has, I believe it's Mary Poppins, little sheeple. Yeah. I think it's meant for like socks or like smaller objects. This is what I'm used carrying the hat in. And then another company that I didn't follow on Instagram, but I got an ad for them. Can we just talk about how Instagram is full of ads now? But the ad I got was for a bag company, which I do enjoy. So, you know, it worked out. And she was having like a I don't know, it was a good deal. Like a clearance, getting rid of all the fall stuff, basically. So I got this bag. It's pumpkin spice everything. I love pumpkin spice. Company is Ginger Snap Fibers. And on the inside, there's pumpkins. Oh, and there's the logo. And it comes with this nice little wristlet. And it has like a holder on the inside, I guess, if you, I don't know, stitch markers or something. I don't know. Yeah, I got this one. And it has snaps. 2 snaps. So it's not drawstring, it's not zipper, it snaps. And I enjoy snaps because they make fun noises. Then I also got this bag. It's Pokemon. Look at it. It's like a little tote bag. The inside is just like speckled. This was like a kit, a set. It was a set because it came with this yarn holder from the same fabric, and it came with a little pouch, and this has a little ring thing that you could put on the inside of the bag that has it too. Yeah, it's perfect. Like a little zipper. So nice. So I got all that from the clearance sale that she was having. Then she had a Christmas ship, like drop, basically not drop, but like she sewed Christmassy project bags. And I had to indulge myself because she had Grinch bags. I love the Grinch. It's my favorite Christmas movie. And I got this. On the inside it's yellow, like a yellow plaid. It also has that little D-ring thing. Not D-ring, but little holder. This also came with a yarn cake your yarn cake holder, and I misplaced it. I think it's in one of my other project bags, but it's a different fabric. It's like the Countdown to Christmas fabric. Little neighbor across the street is screaming. Well, he's not really a neighbor. He's the grandson of my neighbors. Oh, one more little acquisition. It's the Be Natural Winter Mint Whipped Tallow Balm. There is a sample of this at hashtag Yarn Corner, and it smells so good. Like every time I go, I just go and sniff the sample, and I was like, you know what? I should just buy it. Like, I should just buy it. So the best thing about this is it's nice and whipped, and it just melts into your hands, and it feels amazing. So moisturizing. You can use it on your feet too. Like after you take a shower, or if you like to soak your feet in like Epsom salt, and you dry them off, and you like put your feet on it and put some socks on. Amazing experience. And when you take off the socks, like in the morning, your feet feel so freaking good. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Okay, so we're in the final weeks of the year, and I have some end of year goals that I want to discuss. Not talking about the goals I made for 2025, which I didn't complete. Like, I think I had a bunch of goals that I set up like around this time last year for this year. Didn't do them. I was supposed to finish my lauder cardigan. That didn't happen. I was supposed to knit 50 pairs of socks. That didn't happen. I'm really close, but it's not going to happen. Like, we have 1 month left. Not going to happen. I was supposed to knit up all of my Felici self-striping yarn. Didn't come close to that. So, yeah. I mean, I tried. That counts for something. Like, even though I didn't accomplish my goals for the year, I think I still had a really fun knitting year. So yeah, I'm not gonna beat myself up. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it because it's not a big deal. But my end of the year goals, I want to finish the Vignette by the end of this month, and I want to finish all of my sock whips. That's it. I think I can finish all of my I believe I can finish all of my sock whips before the end of the year because I have time off in December. So that's what I'll be doing. Cranking out the socks. That's it for the knitting things. Let's talk about reading, watching. So reading. I checked out Fahrenheit 451 from my library using the Libby app. Reading that. I bought 1984 in Animal Farm. I read Animal Farm when I was in school, I think high school. I think for history class or something. I don't know. But I read Animal Farm already. I'm just going to reread it since it's been a while since I've read it. In 1984, I listened to it was an audiobook, but it wasn't an audiobook of the actual book. It was like a dramatized audiobook. I listened to that and it was really good. So I bought the book just to read it. I also bought Anne of Green Gables and Anne of Avonlea. Avonlea? I forget if it's Avonlea or Avonlea. I don't know. And I bought those because I'm watching Anne Shirley, which is an anime adaptation of Anne of Green Gables, and I'm really enjoying it. It's very good. So it made me want to read the books that inspired it. And since we're talking about watching, I finished 2 Ghibli movies that I haven't seen before. I watched from Up on Poppy Hill, or is it Up on Poppy Hill? One of the two. And it was really good. I really enjoyed that movie. It was more of a slice of lifey movie. There wasn't any magical things happening. It was just school kids, like doing school kid things, crushes and all that fun stuff. So that was good. Pompoko was the total opposite. It was full of magical things. It was about raccoons. And it was a very environmentalist movie. It was made in the 80s, I believe. And it was all about stopping development in like in nature. Like the company was basically destroying like the forest to make way for new houses and everything. And like you gotta think about the animals that are there, the raccoons, and they didn't have any food. But yeah, it was really good. And I really wouldn't even call them like they're raccoons, but they act more like tanukis because they can transform and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. But it was really good. If you have HBO Max, I suggest you watch it. They have all the Ghibli movies on there. I remember last year, 2 years ago, I discontinued my subscription to HBO Max because I thought they got rid of the Ghibli movies. But they changed how it's displayed. Like when you would go to Ghibli, like the Ghibli section, it will only show like the Japanese versions. It wouldn't show any of the English versions. It wouldn't show all the movies, but you have to literally go in and search for the exact movie you're looking for. So that's what I did. And I just added it to my list. So whenever I want to go watch it, I'll just go to my list and watch it like that. Oh, and last night I watched my favorite horror movie, which is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the the Tim Burton Johnny Depp one. And you're thinking that's not a horror movie, but it actually is. Like, Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka, he was completely unhinged. And his factory is full of death traps. So I think with just a shift in the music and some of the editing, it can definitely be a horror movie. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I love that movie. I love that version. I can't believe it's already 20 years old. Like, it came out in 2005. I love the movie. But yeah, that's it. This recording's already an hour long. Hopefully I can get it down to under 30 minutes, which was been my goal. But I don't know. I probably have to cut out a lot of things. We'll see. But thank you guys for watching and joining. Leave a comment if you don't want to leave a comment, because sometimes I feel like leaving a comment is a little too much brain power for me. Just sometimes, just a little too much. Like, if I'm just watching casually and not like watching intently, just leave a sock emoji. Let me know you watched it and enjoyed it. Leave a sock emoji to let me know you watched it and enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Well, I won't see you. You will see me. Since I'm just talking to a camera on my patio. So have fun out there knitting. Do it responsibly. Take breaks and drink some water. See you next time.